Welcome to Diamond.Standard.Gaming, and today we're going to go ahead and we're going to build a little sandstone hut or sandstone house. So here we are in our residential square that we built most recently. We do have one plot left in here, but we don't really have enough space to build a house, or the house that I want to build today. So I'm going to build it over here in this area. So really the first thing I need to do is go ahead and level out all this land over here. So I go ahead and I play this back at 5x speed because I don't think you want to watch me break all these blocks over here. So while I'm doing this, I did get some requests, I know, for a helicopter and potentially like a Mario themed obstacle course or something like that. So I am gonna work on those. I've been playing around with a few different tools to help me build those things and to build them fairly quickly and to make them look good. So I'm still working on that. So it'll be a little bit of time, especially for the helicopter idea. I went out there and I googled and I found some neat shapes for helicopters and stuff like that. But they were really big, and to go and do it manually would just take forever. So I'm still going to do it manually, but I just want to look around for some tools that will help out. So got some ideas, but I don't really know if it's going to work yet, so that'll be a little bit of time yet until I get that all figured out. And the Mario themed obstacle course should be okay. I think Mario theme is included with the realm, so I will probably try to work on that in the very near future. Alright, and then what we do here, we're going to start laying out the perimeter of our house. So I start by just counting in about 10 blocks, and then I put a block down as a reference point. And then what I do is I count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put a block, and I do that on each of the 4 sides of that center reference square that I put down. And that's going to be the outside, furthest outside part of our house. And the house is going to be a circular shape. And then what I do, I add 1 block to each side of that center block I just put down. And this is going to be the furthest outside part of the circle on each side. And then that's where I'm going to put, you'll see I'll put windows, and I'll go ahead and put a door. And that's why I made each of those sections 3 big. And then here I'm just trying to figure out how to kind of connect the blocks, each of those 3 sets of 3 blocks together. So I'm playing around a little bit. I didn't really know exactly how I was going to make it look. So like right here I tried just a straight line, of 4 catty corner blocks, and that kind of looks more like a diamond than a circle, so I didn't really like that. I come in here and I kind of add blocks in just like that, and I think that is starting to look a little bit better. And then I just try to replicate it on this side over here. And it takes me a little bit, a couple of tries here. Please let me know in the comments if you have any ideas of other things you would like me to build. I am keeping a list, and like I said, we have the helicopter build idea coming up, and we also have the Mario themed obstacle course that we're going to be building. Just keep the ideas coming, keep the comments coming. I'll keep adding them to the list, and we'll keep building things. Also, an idea that I had was maybe like a kind of like a community build, where maybe each video, like we're building a house, and each video we get an idea from one of the viewers out there, and you tell me what blocks to use and maybe what shape to make it, and I'll just keep adding on. So we'll start with like a little house, maybe the size of this house here that we're building, and if we get 4 or 5 or 6 suggestions, we'll just keep adding on, and we'll see what kind of a creation we can make. So let me know what you think of the idea in the comments, and if you think it's something that you would like for me to do, again, let me know in the comments, and maybe that's a video series that we can put together. That'll be a fun, interactive, community experience, I think. And then I go ahead and I finish around the rest of the perimeter right here. So that's how our house is looking so far. And then I go ahead and I get rid of that center reference block because we won't need that anymore. So you can see it's not really a big house, but it's a nice little house, and it's definitely a big contrast from all the other buildings in our town. What I do right here is I go ahead and build up 4 more blocks on top of the one that already exists. So the entire height of the building is 5 blocks tall. And I go ahead and fast forward through it real quick here and do that to the entire perimeter of the house. Yeah, many of our buildings are made of like stone block or cobblestone. Or we have cobblestone, floors, or we have like just a regular dirt path like over there. So this is definitely a big contrast from what we have so far in our town. So that's how our little building is looking right now. So what I do right here is I come down 1 block from the top, or 4 blocks up from the bottom, and I go ahead and I just fill that entire layer with blocks, and this becomes either our ceiling of the bottom floor or the floor of the top floor. Okay, and that's what our ceiling looks like right there when it is finished. And then I was thinking of maybe putting like a fence or something up on top of this block, but then I decided it's not really that tall. So I mean, really, if you want to jump up on the block and then jump off, you'll be fine. So I didn't add a fence this time around. And right here I go ahead and break in the door for this place, for this little sandstone house. And then I go around to each of those ends with the set of 3 blocks, and I go ahead and put a window in each one of those sides. Now we got lots of light in there, keep the zombies and creepers from spawning. And then what I do here is I go ahead and I throw like a warped block kind of above each window and each door just to add a detail. And you'll see I change this shortly. I actually end up making it recessed in the wall instead of sticking out. I mean, it looks okay like this. You can definitely let me know what you think you like better. Do you like it better recessed, or do you like it better sticking out? And that might give me some ideas for future builds and see what you guys like. And then what I do is I go ahead and the block directly between the 2 windows, or between the window and the door, I go ahead and I fill with a row of warped blocks just to give it a little detail and break up the sandstone color a little bit. And I go ahead and I fast forward through that real quick. Do that to each of the essentially 4 corners there. And that's how it's looking. I think it looks pretty good so far. And right here is where I recess it in. Again, let me know which one you like better. Do you like it recessed, or do you like it sticking out? So I go ahead and fix that all the way around the building. So that's what we have right now of our little sandstone house here. And then I go here and I just add a little design on the top, just again to break up the sandstone color. I drop the block right there, which is right in the center. Just again as a reference point, I will end up breaking that shortly. And I kind of make this little either diamond shape or circular shape. I guess it's a little more diamond in this case. Just to kind of give you something to focus on as you look at this building, or if you look at the building from the top, or you fly over the top of the building. It gives it a pretty cool little look, having a little diamond up there. And again, there's a view kind of from the distance of our building. And then what we got to do is go ahead and put a floor on the inside of the building. So I go ahead and break out, one layer of the dirt, and then I replace it all with sandstone block. And I'm playing this back at 5x speed again, so you don't have to watch me do all that. It's a pretty straightforward procedure. I go ahead and throw the front door on. And then what I do is I add design in here, kind of like a giant plus sign centered in the building. And again, this is just kind of a design to give you something to look at when you walk in, so the floor is not just solid red sandstone. And that's what the inside looks like. I'm not going to go ahead and finish off the inside with beds or a kitchen or anything like that. Cars and trucks or Ice Princess might come back at some point and do that, but I'm going to leave it like this for right now. And then here what I decided to do is kind of put like a sidewalk around the perimeter. So I'm just experimenting with it right now, seeing how it looks. And again, this is a little different than what we have through most of the rest of the village. We have a lot of cobblestone ground and regular dirt paths, so this is definitely a big contrast. And that's kind of what I want for the town. As you walk through it, I want you to see different things. I don't want you to look at the exact same thing, in every single building. I think that gets real boring. And then I go ahead and play back here in 5x speed, and I do the exact same thing all the way around the perimeter of this house. Okay, and that finishes that all up. So that's how it's looking now from a slight distance right there. And then what I decide to do is build up that kind of like a little pyramid thing on the center top of the house here. And I don't know how this looks. It looks okay as I build it up, but let me know what you think in the comments, and maybe I won't do this again if I build another one of these little huts like this. I kind of like the diamond shape. I thought it looked pretty nice. But I was trying this out, so again, let me know what you think of this, and if you guys don't like it, I don't have to put it on in the next one, or I can even take it off of this one. I kind of go down to the ground here to see if I can see it. Does it actually make any difference? Couldn't really see it when it was that height, so I go ahead and add 2 more blocks to it all the way around. And that right there is what that looks like, and you can see from the ground, you can kind of see that pyramid a little bit. And then I go ahead and run up here, up these stairs, kind of over by the barn, and you can see the pyramid right there. I think it kind of looks okay. Maybe if I made it glass or something, maybe that would look better. Again, let me know, do you think you would like that in glass, and turquoise glass, or a different color, clear glass? Let me know what you think, and we could always update that. And then I go in here, because now that we have that little pyramid thing on the roof, we can go ahead and build, a little bit higher ceiling inside here. I think it's looking kind of nice. You get kind of a higher ceiling. And I go ahead and throw some lanterns in here, just to make sure it's nice and bright at night, and that no zombies or any other mobs spawn in here. And then the last step I do here is I break out a block on the ceiling. This is to the left and the right of that back window, and I go ahead and throw a ladder in so that you can go ahead and get up to the roof on each side. And I go ahead and make it symmetrical because I just think it looks better when you make it symmetrical like that. And then now I can get up to the roof. So I go just try it out, make sure everything works. And yeah, that is really pretty much it for our build. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know any other future ideas you have that we can go ahead and add to our town, or any of our other builds, any other ideas you have. I love hearing them, and I'm keeping the list. So until next time, have a great day.